to kind of get a good vantage point, and you could see like a giant, almost like it looks to be a yeti that's kind of malformed. He's got like these two horns coming out of the top of his head, chasing down a pack of wolves, and just stumbling, catching them just in each hand.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Tim?
damn!
I'm here.
Wait, we can't hear you, Tim.
Alex, open your door.
Well, he's hardwired in now, right?
No, Tim's
That's
using
bottom
the
side.
hardwire.
God damn it, Tim.
Versa, Monty flies in, and he's just with the 23. You're able to distinguish like just in here is just a nestled twig fest that's just been decrepit. There's like as you get closer, having to see through Monty, there's like a decrepit sense of like death and decay. You see through Monty's eyes that there are little wormlings that are like frozen and stuck and just have been picked apart in this 5 foot tall nest where their mother was slain not long ago.
Man, we're dark.
Yeah, who would have killed Wormling's mother? Like, what the fuck?
We're just destroying forces in nature across realms.
I feel like Stan in the Christmas Critters episode with the mountain lion.
So,
but yeah, Versa, you successfully find nothing in the cavern.
Okay.
oh, this is what Alex. Can I try to investigate, like, if I'm upwind or downwind, like which way the wind's blowing from the Yeti and what direction it's chasing the wolves in? To us, like, and I guess kind of distance.
Yeah, easily enough. I mean, with that perception check, you're high up on this like cliff ledge, this column that just shoots straight to the sky, and you could tell. So the to the right side, to the left side over here, there's a valley that runs like straight north and south, and the Yeti is chasing them into the even more frost and north area.
Okay.
Titty, you're just on Taliegos.
And are we upwind, Alex, or downwind?
The wind is blowing from the north. So
Okay, so we're got it. We're
you're downwind of where they're gonna be from.
Yep, sweet. All right, good. Okay, guys, things seem clear so far. Absent, you're not gonna like this. There's an enormous amalgamation of a Yeti chasing around a bunch of wolves, but they are a few leagues away from us, and upwind of us, so we should be good for now, at least.
Well, if that's the situation now, I guess I'll get this party started.
Oh, how are those wormlings doing in the cave, Versa?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of them,
Yeah. Well,
I guess we left our mark.
motherfucker.
Who's? Oh my God.
What'd you say, Tim? You're muted.
Are we standing outside of the castle?
Just for the sake of this, you can be inside of the rooms. There's like multiple rooms in here, so you can be pretty protected in the fortress. This is where y'all held it down last time in the fortress. At this point in time, just with a few perception checks, nothing seems to be like your presence hasn't disturbed really anything significant at this point. But as you know, like it takes 12 hours to perform this ritual. So at this point, you could all say, if anybody's taking watch for the next 12 hours, or we'll say for the first 6 hours, a couple of you can take watch if you'd like, or you can all stay
If
in
you'd
the
like to
castle.
do that as the Vice Junior recruit.
I'll summon Scully. I'll summon Donnie to, or actually, no, I can't. It hasn't been a day yet. Not until 24 hours. Or 20.
Oh, me and Versa, do you? I think I still feel the bond between us. Marriage bond. It's running out.
Yeah, it's platonic, of course, but yes.
Well, no shit. I'm only worried about my armor, not what's under it.
Right, right.
Agreed. What would be the logic in that?
Yeah, right. I'll just wait for your simulacrum. Duh.
Oh shit! I sense a little role play coming.
That's when Kitty's like, wait, there's flesh under my armor? No way.
All right, so who's
I'm just gonna go.
you say who's taking watch for the first 6 hours?
Here's the watch
I'll tell you
noises.
Yeah, me too. Wait, I only need 4 hours of sleep later on, so I'll
Yeah, well, it's
watch
it's
the whole time,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
you just woke up. Like you literally just woke up. You spent an hour looking for a tree. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, like for later, we can basically just be on watch the whole time with whoever's here.
so going into the. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go to the top tower and just kind of look out.
Okay. Just make your way up there. Glee.
Yeah,
What are
just
you
hanging out.
doing during your watch? Just hanging out, just jumping from
Oh
ledge
yeah,
to
I mean,
ledge?
I'm sitting on the ledge of the top of the roof right there, next to Abson, just legs hanging off, talking to Abson, like a like a Dick Grayson, Bruce Wayne type picture in Gotham.
Versa, are you just basically doing it in the courtyard outside on the snowy kind of covered courtyard, or inside? It's
If I can do it inside, I'd prefer the extra, layer of protection.
I'll say you'd have to do it probably outside, just because it is a snow-based kind of.
Okay. I'll do it in like a nook in the back top right corner.
Okay, kind of like right
Yeah.
back up in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you create a little ritual space inside there and start
And I've got
holding your body.
Monty flying around,
Okay, yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, I just have to say that's the coolest. I've never thought of Griffin specifically whenever as like the coolest of the monsters, but man, Caliago's changed it for me. That picture is so sick.
Good old Callie.
So sick.
Mac, what are you doing? Are you inside?
Oh,
or
I'm
are you
enjoying the
outside?
comforts of my fortress. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, just reaping the benefits of your
Yeah, they're all doing
magical
both
powers.
courses, and I have 100 servants catering to me.
Yeah. Just doing your cuticles and your fingernails and your
Exactly, yo. They're pushing them cuticles back. They're making sure that my fingernails look good.
Mac
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
even walk. Will he just literally is carried everywhere?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
literally, yeah.
I haven't used my legs since I started this fortress. I mean,
Not even like I like to think that they're not carrying you; they're like puppeting your legs and shit.
Yeah, like one person grabs a leg and another person does two, and like they just take turns walking forward.
Atrophy, and they're just like,
We can't let you atrophy.
yeah.
It's
It's like, oh,
Crawling on
no,
the ground,
servants, I
bro.
need to go work out. And they take me to the gym and just let me move thing for me.
They're basically just spotting you living, Just...
Thanks,
All right,
thanks.
so we'll say of the few of you and Titty, I would assume you're out on the prowl. Are you inside?
Yeah,
Benefits?
I'm gonna take a flight with Tally just to inspect the area. Maybe see if I can see what that noise was, and to stretch Tally's
Okay.
wings.
All right, so stretching his wings, trying to be stealthy or not really.
Oh, yeah, because Glee told him earlier.
I'm trying to
So
be.
Glee-
I'm worrying more
Watch
about
out,
perception
buddy.
than being stealthy.
Yeah. So Glee kind of hollers at you and tells you, kind of points you in the direction, and you start to take off. And you can see that now in the distance, after all getting set up, is the Yeti's kind of far off, and you can see them kind of running into some sort of just fog that covers the area in the distance. Whoever I'll say a couple of you can give me perception checks, or one of you, just for the first watch, that people kind of hanging out outside.
Not very good.
Actually, I'll say Titty, give me a perception check. Absent or Glee,
I rolled
can
it.
make one with advantage.
I rolled a 13 plus 7.
I will.
20.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Successfully just kind of patrolling the area. Titty, you do see like every now and then one of these trees like starts to shake the snow off, and you can see like there seems to be like a family of like what look to be like Venterlock squirrel, like chipmunk creatures, and you're like, oh, there's probably a nest of them hibernating in there somewhere. But all is quiet for the first few hours. Patrolling every now and then, you see Monty kind of flutter up and look around.
Y'all, you some chance.
We're like, damn, Versa is way more primal than we thought. I mean, she barely knows how to kind of think.
She grew up in a jungle.
Yeah, she did.
You're right. We give her way too much credit. That's all I'm hearing.
Okay, perception 21, 21.
21.
Hey,
21. You absent in the distance. Have you been here, absent? I don't think that was you who came here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is a new area to you, and like your Silent Night that members have seemed to like they in the past, teleporting to a new place in a state of confusion may have like disrupted the old Silent Night, but these adventurers seem to have like a plan here, and they teleported here, and Versus started a ritual. Titty's patrolling, Glee's helping, Max doing his thing. Like, everything you see is kind of nice, and there's nothing going on. You do see in the southern facing area, there is a large forest expanse that kind of disappears into what you can view through the fog, and you do see that there are what look to be like some people on what seem to be like horseback or something, like kind of making their way. Every now and then you can see them through a little opening and then duck off into the woods, and seems to be some kind of troop of people out there.
I'm going to go back and tell everyone that I saw a bunch of centaurs.
Okay. Everton is having to pulse some, some electricity through his scales. He is cold-blooded after all, so this is really, freezing him. This weather is not his favorite.
cold blood, isn't it?
Yeah, his scales, when he moves, it's almost like grating against each other. All right, Everton.
Aspen, you look like you need some of that dragon
You
lube.
gotta keep up in my fortress.
Yeah, Glee's gonna be bonding with Absent up here. He's gonna be so Absent. What happened in the wars?
I mean, what do you mean the wars? I've been in so
I mean,
many.
weren't you... Well, I mean, for your people at this point, like, how is this back home?
And by the wars, he meant the Reconstruction era against the Poors. Against the Poors.
Yeah, he meant whichever one fucked you up mentally.
I mean, I've been, my whole life has been, one big war. But
He's like, yes. Isn't it all a battle? So,
I hope you beat the
my
peasants.
question is Absent. So, what is the general consensus among your people as far as these dragon gods?
for the most part. I mean, we're still getting there, obviously. Society is still, like, healing, I would say. From the, our temple was shattered. It was kind of hell on earth for a little bit. And, of course, the, God, I still have those images of my brethren, just bodies stacked on the top of each other, mutilated. Placer can't
Oh.
plan. You know.
Oh, the horror.
Ungo,
Oh,
ungo, 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 ungo.
so what you're describing to me sounds
That person in the background, Oonga Boonga. Yeah.
Like Neolithic with this shit.
Yeah, we're getting there. But I mean, this most recent little, these skirmishes, trying to get to y'all. I mean, I'll be happy if I never see a demon again. It's
I know. I
just-
mean, God, the bodies were so I tried. The bodies I know were piled up on that beach. It was like, I mean, almost like it looked like 90% of your forces were slaughtered. But
yeah, it was very hard to convince my soldier and brethren to give up more forces to come out here. But of course, it's not necessarily just soldiers. Well-being and the balance. It's it's the fate of the universe. So I told him, it's one worth fighting for.
as far as that, everything you're describing sounds like a place really ripe for some type of religious movement. If there were, let's say, dragon gods that suddenly appeared for your people. So what's the consensus around everybody? Because let's be real, Abson. Things might get a little hairy with Gresna. We can try to save her, but we should probably think of a way to save her. Even though we don't know the whole thing yet, at the very least, we should make our motivations clear.
Really, I mean, I on the one hand, like she's trying to protect her children, right? Well, but from my standpoint, we the dragons, they reincarnate if they perish, and it seems like they're too far gone to turn back.
Wow.
Then
Honestly,
we might
I
have
wasn't
to,
expecting.
and that sucks.
Yep.
We've been waiting, thousands of years, but we might just have to wait another few.
So it sounds like people understand that this might be bigger than
Yeah, I mean,
degree, and then also, well,
Victus is the ultimate enemy.
yeah.
As you're having
well,
this conversation, you all hear a noise in the distance, just this giant echoing through the valley below you, and all your attention is turned. You hear the echoings of something. As Titty, you're kind of patrol over up in that area, you can see that there are like two Yetis kind of down at the bottom, just fucking around down there, kind of on the high ridge of the valley. Kind of close. You all kind of stay quiet for a moment. Tadarius, they seem to sit there and run off into the distance.
Yeah, they're just roaming. I'm just gonna notice them, but keep flying.
Okay.
You're muted again.
I would say the first 6 hours of this go by pretty without any significant things going on. So anybody who has been outside, so Tadarius, Glee, Abson, Bursa, give me Constitution saving throws here. Just trying to brisk the icy winds and snowfall flurries of the Venturlock.
Is this a spell or?
Nat 20 for a 26.
16.
I'm using.
Plus, I think 1. 17.
17. Glee, what'd you get?
I'm gonna use the left points because my anyway, I have one more, but because I got a 2. Let's see, hopefully it helps. 11 flat.
11. Glee, you take 12 points of cold damage. Versus Tadarius, you take 6 points of cold damage. Abson, what'd you get on your con save?
I got a 18.
18. Okay, so you take 6 points of cold damage. Just trying to stay out here and just,
Yeah.
I think Tally should be
maintain
okay,
your-
huh? Or does she need to roll?
Tally should make one too. Constitution save.
Even though she's
And back is
got all
inside
that
the-
bird feathers, you
Thinking a
know.
little
I'll
bit-
say with advantage, Talliegos.
All right,
You
all right,
said
fair enough.
6.
Yeah, 6 cold damage. Frost damage, ice damage.
Fuck.
Just trying to warm your hands.
And Mac is internally warmed by drinking his
Yeah.
his grape juice that's been carbonated, of course. That is serving.
Okay.
Max is just chilling inside by the super warm, super comfortable.
There's mulled wine. I mean,
Yeah. Fruits of your labors, man.
life.
Titty, what did Talliegos get?
Not high enough. Like
Okay,
yeah, 2, 3, something small.
12 points of cold damage.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. He put claws in my shoulder earlier.
I'm sure you fucking deserved it, bitch.
Oh, I almost punched him in the head. I was like, bitch, what was this? Went from sleeping to him clawed into my shoulder, hanging from the bed.
Thank you.
As versus just continues to perform her ritual. The rest of you, after the next few hours, is anyone going inside, or is everybody else staying outside?
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside and just put Tally in the stables wherever that's somewhat covered.
Okay, so you're gonna go inside the castle. Tally can go inside. I mean, or she can be left outside. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, put her inside, and she's just gonna chill in like wherever the big open living area is. She's gonna chill on the floor, like taking a little
Stretch out
nap.
her wings.
Yeah, whatever.
Absent in glee, sticking outside, just still reminiscing about the wars and talking amongst yourselves. The next few hours go into place, and eventually you start to hear a bunch of large echoing growls, a bunch of footsteps. You both kind of like look up on the roof, and you can see down in the valley there's like a pack of 10 of these like yeti looking monsters and other bestial creatures, like fucking like almost like two clans are running together. They start like pushing each other and jumping on each other, and you can see like a few of them start to flee and start running up the cliff face that you're on.
I'm imagining a bunch of Alexes, like, in a gang.
Yeah,
They're, like,
covered in
blood and crypt colors, you know?
Yeah.
covered in white fur, thick white fur, growling, ramping up the cliff. What are you both doing? Is like they're
All right, I'll go alert everyone, and I'm gonna immediately just throw the dagger down, teleporting. If it's higher than 60 feet, then teleporting to 60 feet and just dropping like the last few feet right in front of the door. Go inside, tell everyone, just open it up, yell, "We've got literally Yetis incoming," and then try to then jump. Or really, I'm just gonna turn invisible, and he's gonna start running for the ramparts to try to literally just shadow them while he's invisible.
okay. All right, Absent, what are you doing? Two of these yetis just pop up on the surface. They see this castle and they're like, and they see both of you up on the rooftops. Or, well, I guess Billy would have teleported down, alerted people.
Yeah, how far away are they?
They're probably, say, let me pull up a grid here.
Let me pull up mine.
My collection.
I mean, on an angle, 5, 10, 15. Maybe like 80 feet from you.
Okay. Man, if only I had, my fellow friend Shamir's long range. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull my sword out, let the moon hit it, and kind of taunt. I'm gonna kind of angle it and taunt the.
Okay, hell yeah.
Uh,
All right, so is everybody? I'll say this has been your chance to warn them as you're doing that and they're climbing up to the edge. I mean, Tadarius, Mac, you're making your way outside. Versa, you can hear this.
No, I'm being hampered. Unless my servants move my legs outside, then
You hear the eagle screech.
I can't run.
All
And
right,
Tally
so
comes flying.
So Tadarius, you rush out. Perch, will put you like in the
Completely
air. Right?
cross-covered from being in literally the air for like hours.
Yeah, actually, I'll run out too, Alex. I'll
All right.
have my servants move my legs back.
All right. Move fast. All right, so you make your way outside, and we'll say, where do you want to be at on the map?
The top little parapet to the bottom right.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
right
on
there,
the
yeah.
top
I
corner
don't
one.
want to be too close to the action.
this one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and versus there, concentrating on the
a
last.
charge to Alex to go invisible. His one of the charges on the armor.
Yeah.
He's just trying to hide right there and stealth.
Yes, we'll say.
Ooh, that's sick.
Right there. Okay, so let's just say everybody roll initiative, including you, Versa.
Should I stealth check Alex or?
Me?
You can, yeah. Give me a spell.
Okay.
You said me too, Alex?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
Hey, let me get a D20 from you,
I've
Alex.
done like a tiny hut around where you were at, you know.
That's okay.
Look.
Good. I'm straight. I'm safe. I've got Monty right there.
Well, I'm not concerned about your sexual orientation, Versa.
All right. Who got the high? Who got the highest?
I rolled a 13.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 17.
I got a 24.
Best initiative roll I've ever gotten.
What'd you get? 17, Mac, and Glee. What'd you get? Or Mac?
Yeah, I got
you
30.
17?
Yeah, and I got 33 on stealth and the 17 on the initiative. Got a 4 plus 13.
And Versa, what'd you get?
16.
16. Okay. All right, hell yeah. So, Abson, you're up first. The Yetis just are climbing up, reach the edge of the perch right here at the cliff.
We can conjure stuff inside the fort, right? Not conjure, but we can like.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use any magic spell inside of the fortress, pretty much. That's what you're asking.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like a real place, and unlike the
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was any like tar cauldrons or archery.
We had ballast.
there are, yeah.
Before, but all the servants are currently tending to me, so. Yeah. There's a few ballasts on the wall, probably, but you'd have to go man them yourselves. I mean, it's a hard job for them to.
Yeah, I look to my left and see a ballast up on this tower with me. I'm gonna go ahead and aim it.
Yeah. So we'll say I thought I had a stamp for that. Sorry.
I think you did.
But yeah, so aim it. So go ahead and make an attack roll. Add a +5 to it with the. I don't know if I have it anymore.
Do we have the card up or?
Say again, Chance.
I was trying to find the stats for that.
Yeah, just add a +5 to the roll, just to the attack. It's got a +5 to hit.
Here.
I think there's one on every corner.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. So I mean, I just rolled a nat 1.
Not one, so that one's gonna miss. You rush over to the large giant, basically crossbow. What do you call them?
Ballast.
Yeah. And you shoot it, aim it, fire it, and the Yeti kind of swoops out and dodges the arrow. He almost like bats it away. That's gonna be you're gonna have to reload that thing though. So
Yeah.
that's gonna bring us to that's into your turn. That's gonna bring us to the Yeti's turn,
And my turn.
and the Yetis are just gonna start charging forward. This one's gonna hop up right here. This one's gonna start using its full action to kind of climb up on the building here. Sorry. Bottom one's gonna go for an attack on you, Titty.
Shield.
Trying to swat you out of the air. Shield. What brings your AC to something?
Brings my AC
Both
to.
of those are,
Yeah. Okay. Go.
both of those are gonna miss low ass rolls as you bring your shield up and it sort of like swat through the shield, but not quite making.
I'm just
any
look at him,
penetration
and I'm just like,
This one is gonna
Keep trying.
It's using its full turn to climb up right there. That's gonna bring us to Glee. Your turn. You're invisible, kind of like right where this thing's.
Oh wait,
standing.
Alex, Glee, you got 17, right? I got a dirty 20 for mine.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
moved. Yeah,
Well,
so-
I'm sorry. I got you.
No, you're good. I just want
Yeah, go ahead, Mac. Then.
Yeah, I'll use I'll look at Abson and be like, servants, I think at least 10 of you should go help Abson man that. He's gonna need help when he's reloading it. And then the other 90 servants I'll keep for myself. But I'll pass Mac or Buckman's hand, and I'll use at the 5th level. I won't do it at super high level, but I'll do it at 5th level, and I'll use forceful hand to attempt to push one of the Yetis off the wall that it just jumped up on.
Okay. All right. Probably you're gonna have better eyesight, eye line on this one right here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Like he's jumped up on the giant wall rail right there.
Yeah, because I have a 120-foot range that I can cast it on, and the walls are about 100 feet from each other or something like that. So yeah, I'll
Okay.
try and push him with a 26 strength. So it's a contested strength.
Contested strength. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good strength.
Fucking right. So
That's gonna be no,
three.
that's fucking low ass rolls.
yeah, 23 for the hand.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 total. I'm getting rid of that dice. New dice. All right, so shove 20 feet. So
Yeah, so on a hit, let's see, forceful hand, medium, blah, blah, blah. If the hand pushes the target up to 5 feet plus the number of feet equal to 5 times your spell casting. My spell casting is 25, so it's 30 in total.
okay, 30. So I'll say roll.
As far as it falls down, it also takes damage.
Yeah. So roll that for me. Roll. It's about 20 feet tall. So roll 2d10 for me, and he's just gonna basically fall prone on the ground as he just kind of falls on the ground there.
All right, one's a 10 and then one's a 1, so 11.
11. Okay, 11 total. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, you hear my. Okay, that's Buckman's hand.
And flip them off, and that'll be
Yeah.
that'll be
Flip
my
'em
whole
off.
turn. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's it.
We'll say your servants kind of floated up there with Absent. They'll like use they'll use their action to reload it right here, so it's ready again. And I'll say, if you want, you can reload it in your same turn, Absent, with the help of the 10 people helping you. So you can shoot it twice.
Cool.
That's gonna bring us to what was the Yeti's turn. Now Glee.
Oh yeah. All right, so Glee's gonna
Records.
jump off of the rampart, with his dagger, flip down, drive it into the sky, booming blade, and use that reverberation to try to jump back off up the wall, grab it, and then try to scale back and use his movement up to get to the top of it again.
All right, hell yeah, go,
That's fucking badass.
go ahead, give me an attack. Yeah, just boom, and then blast, backflip, and onto the wall, and then front flip, walking forward up the wall real quick.
So it's all right. Actually, I don't know what this shit is. I'm gonna use my last lucky point to see if I can actually hit him.
All right.
I don't know if y'all can see that shit.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Double
Ninny.
the fucking sneak attack damage right here.
All right, so
Jesus Christ.
Kill that Yeti. Kill that
Fuck.
Yeti.
We want blood. We want blood.
does he take poison damage?
Eat the rich.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah. Who takes poison?
Okay, sweet.
Double all the dice. Versa, you're up next. The titty.
Ooga, 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 ooga.
Hell
Ooga booga is
He
crazy.
said like ooga booga.
Versa
Like ooga
just
booga. Ah!
fucking yeah. In actions, no longer words.
You know that fucking the video, that cartoon of the guys in robes when they're like, oh, Americans trying to summon a new economy. You know.
I haven't seen that one, Paul.
Oh, good.
Incredible. Having headline.
Hey, this would be some cool 2D art for a game.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Glee, you got a total for me? See if you
About
can
to
blow
have-
this Yeti up.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
If you
Looks-
want it bad.
154 points of damage.
Yeah. Describe how you eviscerate this creature.
Oh, he literally just flips down, like,
Glee, it's a wild
all,
animal.
like uses his momentum, literally just to lean forward, fall over. So he does a perfect slow front flip that stabs the blade directly in his head and booming blades him. As it does, the thing just explodes and the shockwave shoots him back off. And that's when he ends up doing a backflip and then trying to grab for a back hold on the wall and pull himself back up.
Okay, it's exploded down here. It's eviscerated down here. Glee, back up. You're not invisible anymore after that.
Yeah. And then he'll use the charge after killing him to go right back invisible.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say I was gonna change you back, but all right, that's your turn. You see Glee just fucking jump down, and you see him kind of run out of the wall eye line, and just blood just explodes from beneath the ridge
Yeah,
of the
it
wall. Right
literally
there.
looks like, since he's invisible, it just looks like the Yeti just exploded pretty much.
All right, that's gonna bring us to Versa's turn. Versa, continuing to cast.
Yes. I'm gonna. Wow, that fucking blood splatter is intense.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm kind of triggered. It reminds me a lot of my childhood.
I'm kind of triggered.
But anyway,
Me too.
wow, I just can't stop looking at it. Yeah, I guess I mean, I can't cast spells while I'm actively casting.
No,
someone.
you have to. Yeah, you have to just basically keep on casting the spell. I mean, I guess if there's anything you want to do with Monty, you could have him fly around her.
No, I'm gonna put it back in my fanny pack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to.
Just ooga booga away.
Yeah, but this time it's reaching a new pitch because I'm getting towards the end of this spell.
All right, and what does that pitch sound like?
Unga, bunga, unga, 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 bunga. And
And at the end, it's like,
unga, bunga, unga, unga.
Bro. All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna give Mac Inspire as the
Okay.
the rhythm and waves reverberate.
Unga Bunga. So, Mac, you just feel the gracious nature of the Unga Bunga spell.
I say, I understand it.
You understand her now, you know? Shit.
Me and Mac go a little
It was
bit
more than
closer.
just
All right,
the
that's-
silence. This was
That's gonna bring us to Titty's turn. This one is climbing up the wall, and it kind of sees its ally that just explode, and it kind of is like, you see it kind of second guessing its irrational choice here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly with Titty. I'm gonna grab the reins and turn her around, and I'm gonna fly to that crossbow on the opposite end.
So this one right here.
Opposite, other side.
This
yes. Yep.
Okay.
Hop
right.
off with Titty. I mean, Tally, and Tally's just gonna chill there.
Okay.
You don't have to add the yeah. Can I shoot the bow?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Roll. Add a +5 to it. You have to.
14
in there.
plus 5. 19.
19's gonna hit.
All right.
So the damage on that is let's see. I don't know if I wrote that down somewhere.
What, 2d6 plus 4? No, more than that. Eh? Is it ballista?
I think it's 3d6 plus 4. So roll
Okay.
3d6. So just for the sake of y'all shooting that.
A
Plus
12
5 to hit.
total.
12 total. Okay. All right. So bolt in that Eddie's shoulder, and as he's second guessing himself, you can see he's like looking around. He sees you. He's like hangs in all. He's like he even gets more on this side of the wall, underneath this trebuchet right here, below Abson, and is looking at you, Tadarius.
He's crying tears that are freezing.
Yeah, I'm going to stay near the ballista, and we'll just imagine that Tally is standing on the right edge of that tower, just ready to swoop out at my command if needed.
Okay. All right.
This was
Oh,
really
yeah.
out that this was actually just, them coming to talk to us in a diplomatic party. They just seemed aggressive.
All right. That's gonna,
All of
yeah,
them.
Yeah, like they just sprinted to talk to us.
Yeah, literally. They were just like, it's really cold. Like, we're trying to get inside. We're like, fucking die.
Yeah, but we have doors, bro.
We'll never know at this point. All right, Absent, what you got? The Yeti is like below you now.
Am I able to still aim the basilisk towards him?
Oh yeah. You're like standing like probably 5 foot taller than the
Well, what kind of-
aiming down at him.
What kind of cheese you got on that bagel?
attacks now, so you can roll a d20, add a +5, and you can do
Yeah,
that twice.
a 22.
20 hits.
bet. So yeah, I was aiming for that head. So
Yeah, okay. And just roll a second one too, since you have the second shot.
damn. 14.
14's not gonna hit. So first one, so that's 3d6 plus 5 still.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 12 points altogether. Well, that was fucking good.
Oh, is that salty or sweet?
So like down into his head, just like right into his collarbone, and you kind of miss his head a little bit. And yeah, the servants are just like have loaded your next bolt for the next round.
Servants.
That's going to bring us to the Yeti's turn, as he's going to climb up here onto the roof with you, Absent. And he's going to unload on you. He's going to go try to bite you first. He's like on the roof. Like he's like, this is like a 15-foot tall creature and just lunging towards you. That first one is going to be, that's a 16 to hit. Is that a 16 hit?
That misses.
16 misses, and then 2 fist attacks. He's just like trying to knock you off of that rooftop right there. That's going to be 18 to hit for the first fist attack, and then 24 to hit for the third.
That's it.
All right, 24. So we're going to go. One of the fist attacks gets you. So that's 11, 15, 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of cold damage.
We got high.
Okay. So I use my reaction to hit him with Aurorian Edge.
Okay, hell yeah. Go ahead, roll to hit.
23 to hit, that hits. So I hit him with 13 points of damage.
13, nice.
And
Yeah.
He's like really second guessing his choice right now, but he's like kind of furious now.
and because I hit him with Aurorian Edge, the sap effect is applied. So he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Oh yeah, disadvantage. Next attack. All right, that's gonna bring us to the end of his turn. Glee, it's your turn.
Don't forget Mac's
Like
turn.
we,
I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Matt. Why do I keep skipping over? I have it written down here, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, Matt,
I think it's 'cause-
go ahead. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's all right.
Max go.
I use my hand to do force. I move it up to that bitch and use it to do forceful hand off of the wall.
Okay,
This
so
hand's
maybe
so cool. This
like
hand is
behind
so
him, forcing him down, like off the ledge right here.
Either one, yeah, wherever's closest to force him to fall.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
grab his head.
What? It's a strength check. I gotta make a strength check.
All right, that's a 13 in total.
13
I rolled it on
in
D&D
total.
Beyond.
Let's see.
Damn
He's
it.
got a-
Probably has a plus 13. Like, damn. Because that's such a cool maneuver.
that's I rolled a 17 on the dice plus 5, 22.
Silvery barbs reaction.
Silvery barbs.
Already?
All right, let's go. That's a 6 on the dice, so
We're gonna need them spells.
Actually, well, plus 5 is 11, so no, just still doesn't.
Yeah,
That's-
just succeeds. Just
That's
succeeds.
sick. It's a cool move.
Silvery barb. What does your silvery barbs look like, Mac?
Well, it looks like he's fighting the hand, and I just wave my hand in the air and say, "No, that won't do." And you watch as my massive, beautifully manicured Buckman's hand goes, "Nah," and fucking shoves it off the wall.
It's just doom. I'll say,
I say, this looks like one of the pores. No. Off my
roll
wall.
as he like tries to grab. I'm gonna make a check to see if he can. No, he tries to grab like some of the stone wall while he's falling. Go ahead and roll. Say 4d10 for me as he like falls onto his back down in the courtyard here. Kind of.
And
Versus you hear a loud drop and the roof crashes behind you around the corner.
going through 30 points in total.
30 points in damage. Okay. He's pretty fucked up. He's like, Teddy, in the distance, you see another Yeti climb up to the ledge and like see this like creep his head on the ledge and like see the fucking giant blood spot, and he just like goes back down and just
And
he's
then
like,
as he's
"Fuck
on the
that."
ground, I haven't used my action yet. That was a bonus and a reaction. I'll use my action to shoot my gun into his fucking head.
Okay, all right. Give me a perception check for that, because Teddy was the one that saw this, but I'll see if you have a keen eye.
Oh no, I meant the one that fell. The one that fell.
Oh, the one that fell. Okay, not the one that
Yeah,
fell.
once he falls down, I'll shoot him in the head just to make sure.
Titty, the one, give me a attack roll. Titty, the one you saw had like little spectacles on and like it looked like like a leather sash.
I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna tell the group that I saw that, but like once we get together.
27 to hit with trouble.
27 definitely is gonna hit.
And then
With trouble.
You get it.
15 points of damage. I'm not pumping a spell, so I'll enjoy it.
15 points of damage.
Well, actually, no. Sorry, it's only 10. It's only 10. I don't have any extras from like spells or anything. So yeah, only 10.
10. Okay. All right. Still, you shoot like his jaw off, and he's like he's barely alive. He's single digits here. Versus, actually, Glee, your turn. You see him just fall and crack his skull, and then Mac just, on him, no emotion, just pulls out trouble. and
Brutalizes
blasts
him. Yeah, it's just an animal. Just an animal.
Lee. Well,
You see?
I guess, is he prone right now?
Yeah, he's.
Okay, Glee will cast his fairy fire on him, since it's usually like a dex save, but I think doesn't that like, I don't know if it gives him disadvantage or not. It just puts advantage on top of him for anybody that tries to hit him in the group. So Glee becomes visible again.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Cast fairy fire. Let's see. It could look like this.
Because Glee's just cleaning the blood. Well, and he got on him. He's like, and he flicks his hand and fairy fire pops up.
All right.
The sweat from his fingers flicks out.
He's got to
Turns
make
flame.
a dexterity saving throw, but I think it's an auto fail.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure of. Yeah, because it's down to 13 he has to go against.
Let me see real quick.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's a 16 he has to go against because our proficiency sweet. Oh damn, I didn't even know that. I didn't use that.
I'm just gonna say he's gonna roll with disadvantage because he's prone. Still only. That's still only. That's a 12, so failure. So he fails on the fairy fire.
All right, yeah. So just sweat Bleed's brow flicks off, turns into purple fire as it goes into the air. Starts to dissipate, and that fire makes a line over this guy and just encompasses him, and then all of it dissipates except just little purple sparkles all around him. That when someone goes and tries to hit it, it like makes, literally marks on them where to hit. So
Hell yeah. Okay. And you're just gonna stay put right here?
yeah, he's gonna, and I'll stealth his, since visible now, he'll just try to stealth for a no, go to 30 stealth. So he's just walking, staying away from that guy.
Hell yeah. All right, that's gonna bring us to Titty's turn. Titty, up here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Sorcerer's Burst. It's a cantrip. And it has 120 foot range, so +8 to hit. Let's see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
17. 17 hits.
All right. It's gonna be three green orbs just line up in front of me, and they're like dripping with like fucking Nickelodeon ooze, and just blah blah blah. All three of them hit, and it does 8 damage total.
Slime.
Yep.
8 damage total. So just an easy, just almost mercy kill, just boom, boom, boom. And this thing just like takes its last breath with its jaw just blown off. And just blood splattered there too.
Tally's just gonna fly over and start eating its eyeballs real quick as a snack.
Its eyeballs, that's the snack. Okay, all right. He flies over and you see just massacre on the scene as kind of silence falls. What Titty saw,
Mac watches that and is like, man, I don't even know why we're saving the world. I mean, we do the most brutal shit to our enemies, huh? Let all these fuckers die anyway. And then
we have to do this so the innocents know,
Yeah, my servants carry me back into the fortress.
Back into the fortress.
Black into the fortress.
And they carry me back.
You spend the rest of the time, all kind of on edge here within the next few minutes, hour, 2 hours, waiting for another sound, for another anything. There's just no signs of any creatures coming up close to anywhere on the cliff precipice.
I'm going to use 10 points of lay on hands real quick to heal Tally from 40 to 50 HP.
Okay. And Versa, at the end of these tense final hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you spell takes hold and you
You
release
still
the
playing?
spell.
Mm-hmm.
Versa 2.0 is reborn.
3.0.
Yes.
3.0?
3.0. Yeah.
3.0.
And she's gonna. Yeah, imagine if it is the same versus 2.0, and she just like came back into existence.
V3 is V3O?
V3O, baby.
V3.
Okay. Titty, you see Versa 2 like born out of the snow covered pile that Versa has made, and she looks at you, Versa, and she.
Hey, what's up? Not much.
Yo, what's up?
It's good to have another reasonable member of the party back. But you're naked, so here. I give her my leathers, which I've got in my inventory. I give her the staff of healing, and then that's it for right now.
Okay. All right. So the time kind of slips away, and the snow covers all of the bloodstain massacre from the encounter with the beast. You know, Versa 2.0 is reborn and rejoins the party. She waves at you, Tim. Titty.
I spit on the ground. I'm just kidding. I wave back.
That's crazy. It's the Versa 2.0's soul and Versa 3.0's body.
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's Versa 2's soul though, and Versa 3.0's body.
I think we were only level 15 the last time I did that.
So is this like a more evolved, like more precise looking, like higher resolution Versa?
Yeah, she's made with Unreal Engine.
Yeah, a little less fuzzy around the edges on this one.
She's like 8K versus 4K.
She has 2 vaginas and 3 buttholes.
That was my immediate thought.
Yeah, what the fuck?
With the words, I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck was that?
And only one of them is for pooping.
Sounds like Versa to me.
Yeah, I'm copying Versa 2.
Trying to like find a cool like Mighty Fortress looking something. I mean, I assume at this point all of you are in the castle risking the cold, or not risking the cold.
Max definitely died.
Okay.
Immediately
Versa,
after.
I do need. Actually, let's do that. Let's everybody. Versa, give me a Constitution saving throw. Everybody who's still outside at the point where Versa ends her spell, give me a Constitution saving throw. So if you're hanging out outside, give me one. Mac, you made your way inside the castle.
Oh,
Pretty sure I was carried in.
There you
Natural
go.
17 plus
14.
no, natural 17 plus 1. 18.
Okay, so you take 2 points of cold damage. And anybody else?
Yeah,
Bleed.
a 4 bleed.
4. You take 5 points of cold damage.
I'm rolling
Titty.
mine right
What? I'm going inside. I thought. Wait, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Where's?
You could have. I mean, if you would have made your way inside after the battle.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay. And Absin was hanging out outside.
Yeah, I rolled a 23.
23. So 2 points of cold damage. You spend the last of the. You spent 13 hours here, basically, all time total. Versus mission to complete her simulacrum success. Everybody else was on guard and decimated. The only thing that they saw. So, what are you doing now?
Yeah, what's the best? What do y'all think? What's the best?
And I'm actually gonna go.
Yeah.
Get some more water.
Maybe.
So we'll take 2 minutes. 2 minute break.
She's done. And let's
I need some stronger armor.
What?
Missing 3.
I mean, if we're near
I
her,
have, you can deal with the disadvantage just with the stealth and stuff since it might not matter as much. I still have that +2 armor.
What is it?
It wasn't even
is it
close to
medium
carrying.
or
Yeah, I remember it was the one that we couldn't
There you go.
mix. It was medium. But she doesn't care about stealthing as much, which we might not have to at some of the points. Or she could just back us up. And I mean, if you think it's more worth it, you know.
You looking for someone?
Or not. Yeah, we have the +2.
Try not
breastplate.
to use any of her spells until necessary, you know?
Yeah, put it sitting in the chair.
That's why I gave her the staff.
There's 5 chairs in this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can give her the I'll walk over and give her the breastplate and the dagger, the old ice spike.
Oh, nice. You,
Just so she can attune to those two.
did
I
you
don't
take
think
a
the armor
picture?
needs it. I can send you it.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did y'all see the new
Blade?
John Freeze trailer?
Wait, what? What'd you say?
The new Tron movie that's coming out later this year.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah, I
I
watched
didn't.
it.
How is it? How's it look?
I mean, it looks promising. I mean,
I mean, it's like CGI action flick, you know, like it
yeah.
looks like
Mm-hmm.
they got the Tron shit in real life, so they're like cutting up cars and they got fucking like helicopters with the red lines and shit, you know, like Tron shit.
Yeah, the first one was just so fucking good.
It looks like they're trying to make it more cinematically, more like the newest Blade Runner movie was, honestly, but like in its own
Yeah,
Tron
okay.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
Jared Leto's in it, so could be bad.
Well, I
Could be
like Jared
good,
Leto
or could be awful. I've never seen like a medium Jared Leto movie.
He's a good actor. He's a really good actor.
His best film, guys, by the way, if you want a really good little thing on like the Mr. Nobody. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that. Oh, Alex, also, yeah. I don't know if Paul's putting it on or not.
Don't wreck you emotionally, though. I'll just let you fair warning.
Mm.
But yeah,
I think we
it's
go
supposed to have to.
buy some more armor, but that's just
I
me.
have some more armor. I don't know how much time we have for.
Yeah, we don't have that much time.
I felt like buying armor and buying weapons has.
And I don't know how. I mean, it just depends if it gives her disadvantage on other stuff like dex rolls and stuff too. Maybe that's an issue. But
It is an issue. It's like
yeah, it hits her dex rolls because stealth is hard. Like
I've got a
we're not
plus
gonna-
12 to stealth though, so that's like non-problematic. Like really.
yeah. So it's really
Like
just
if I've got disadvantage, you might as well just like cut that in half. Like it's like a +6. I don't know.
No, you
It doesn't work out.
still get plus
I
12.
know.
Yeah.
Huh?
You just have a lower probability. That plus 12 will boost you no matter what
Yeah.
to be good.
Yeah.
But if you have a disadvantage, I mean, it just depends on like I mean, Lee would be saying this to her too. Would be like, I mean, hey, you know, you can always just send me and literally Scully or me and Tally, my boys ahead, or I can just run ahead if we have the link. We don't want y'all up close anyway. Help it.
We can play it by ear. I need this. I mean, I need a higher AC though. Anyway, well, we're good.
Oh, I feel that.
We're good.
What's your AC right now?
Mine is an 18 with titty, and in ceremony it's normally a 16. The versa 3.0s is 18 wearing the plate, but she's not proficient with heavy armor. So
she can't cast spells in it.
Is it the plate with the lightning? Or
no,
Okay.
that's not.
not the lightning? Okay.
Because you need to be proficient in your armor versa to cast spells in it. So
Are you serious?
yeah, no, that's a real thing. You have to have
That's a real
proficiency
thing.
in your armor in order to cast spells in it.
Oh damn, yeah.
Okay, you can have the plate back. Chili, thank you very much for thinking
Yeah.
of me.
We're gonna put it on Scully.
I appreciate it.
I don't know.
Well-
Scully is already blinged out. You know, he's doing well. We can put that plate on him though. But he's strong. He
Yeah, I
can
mean, because it doesn't take attunement. So.
obliterate people. You know.
Well, on to the next.
On to the next. On to the next.
Yeah, what's the next plan? What's Silent Knight's next step?
I suppose we gotta go to back to the Buckman estate.
Yeah, I think that's the.
Do we need to do anything else before that? Because it feels very much so like if we go to my place and fuck around, then we will probably have to go to Catchpole Cavern pretty immediately. If we want to add what's coming.
Y'all are good. Everyone's good on health, on magic. The only thing I can think of that we could use more of, Mac, and you made me think of this earlier, is more of the Tears of Artemis.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've still got mine.
Me too. Still have mine.
I think only one of us have used theirs, and that was
Titty.
Titty. Yes, that checks out.
But Titty doesn't even really need it for a short rest, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not using any spells.
Okay.
I think that we focus them on people that can cast spells, because all of our friends that cannot cast spells really don't have to worry about it.
They don't use resources like us. They're
No,
very
yeah, not as useful for sure. That's what you meant, Versa. I know you, Oonga Boonga.
It's a song of my people.
The entire time we approached the Silvus Islands, it was like fucking the Skull Island and King Kong.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, let's
So yeah, what's the plan?
to bounce them.
I mean,
The Buckman Palace, Buckman Estate, Buckman,
Yeah. Is that where we're going then? Let's do it.
Buckman House of Horrors.
do we want to go and look for Aranthir, or?
Oh, I think Aranthir's fucked. I mean, we left him. Do you remember what happened to Lucas?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened to Aranthir.
Well, maybe if he had a bit more of a value sitting through, he would be concerned about
I don't think he was very quick on his feet. You know, we really left him there to die. There was many a way he could have gotten out of there, and all of the ways that he kind of, showed us he was trying to get out of there, like turning into a bat, were not the right ways to do it.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I think he's definitely transformed into a bunch of blood monsters by Oromancy.
Who's that? Anyway.
Grant Vance.
But yeah, I would actually revel at the chance to end his reanimated fled corpse. I gotta think he needs I've been wanting to deal him a fatal blow for quite a while now, but he's always been on our side. So anyway, do we want to teleport back to where we last were?
And he's always been on our side in the loosest sense of the word. The loosest sense of the word. But yes.
I just want to remind y'all of him trying to heal Versa 2.0.
Yeah, he did not come up with anything useful. I mean, we had him researching for at least a week, and he didn't come up with anything useful.
He had so much free time.
Yeah, I mean, an entire week? Come on. What a dullard.
What are you paying you for?
Right. Is he a dullard?
I think he suffers from the doldrums.
Yeah, the doldrums.
But no, okay, well, let's tally back to the hut where we almost met our demise. and where Aranthir probably did.
Yeah. But maybe we go a little bit outside of that. But first, before that, let me regain my spells real quick on a short rest.
Okay.
And I'll arcane recovery real quick, Alex, and get
All right.
not Mighty Fortress because that's an 8th level, but get my 1st and my 5th level spell back.
Okay. Short rest. Anybody can take the benefits of that.
Yeah. And I'll give in this time
The what?
because we didn't take all the roots, right? We still have them. And we do the flip fight. I think we
I'll
So
see
there
what
are
they
the
took in
tears
their
of
last
madness.
fight. I don't know if they took them.
Yeah, because mine I was gonna give to Titty so he could, in case we need to do one before any of the fights. So we get the
You're
benefits
muted,
of his
Tim.
own.
What?
'Cause I know he took his before. The Tears of Artemis that he took before. Like he's gonna give you his.
Okay.
Like I don't really need this.
Thank you, Master Glee.
Oh, I would have taken that, Glee.
I'll just hold on to it.
You know,
Well-
we could give it to Tally, I think. That would be more useful.
Do you not have yours anymore?
Oh,
I
I
ta-
do.
She knows Wingardium Leviosa,
Oh, fuck.
but she
All
can
right.
only cast it on herself.
Does Tally want mine
Wingardium.
too, then?
Yeah.
All right. So your Glee hands you his Tears of Artemis, Titty.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, wow.
So, all right, so we have to go back to the cabin. We should go check out Gashpool's office, huh? Crystal Plains. We have a tree pretty close to there, right at Numbria. Or relatively. We had to meet up. We could see Bildry, actually, huh? Go visit
Yeah.
him, then go south and east to the plains.
I think that's it. Yes. I think that's a good plan. Maybe rally.
specified that the house y'all went to before was not Mac's house.
Yeah, I know. We
Yeah,
know
we
shit
should go
about
like a little village outside of, like,
Yeah, yeah.
a little far off from my house, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
work
yeah, well, let's go check out your house first.
Yeah, there was a nice couple that used to live there. I would go visit when my mom would beat me. Or my dad, cuck that he was. He listened to everything she said. But I would run away into the forest and go spend time at that little house and village. But they're all dead now, so who cares? If they couldn't survive, they're a bunch of losers anyway.
Right.
Well, that ended on a soft note. Well,
That's what I learned. Power is all. Otherwise, you're a loser.
Loser.
Your mother raised you right.
Yeah,
Loser.
She definitely raised me. It's true.
From the dead.
so, yeah, so let's go to Mac's place first. And then we'll head over to the old plains.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Mag, I guess I can teleport us.
Prison plains.
I mean, either way, I could teleport us too if it feels a little bit more certain.
See, now I want a chance to prove myself. I would be pretty much out of high level spells. At that point.
Because Versa 2.0 is here now, so I won't consider it a waste. But I mean,
Yeah.
we almost
was
had to use
wondering.
the most powerful magic in reality in order to get you one,
You
mode.
teleport us, Mag.
But no, that's fine. I'm not saying she's not helpful. I'll teleport. I'll teleport us. It's all good.
Can't
All right,
win.
so Mac teleporting to where exactly?
What time of day is it? Like noon?
Do we want to go straight? Yeah, I guess I would talk to the group about that first. Do we want to go straight outside of my house? Not like necessarily the mansion, but outside of my estate.
I mean,
Yeah.
you couldn't teleport to your bedroom in your estate. Like, I feel like you know that pretty well.
Oh, they still have a barrier on my estate itself. Yeah, my mom was a real cunt like that, and then she died before she could get rid of it.
That bitch.
Yeah, typical bitch.
Yeah,
These are-
you hear that? Mirror? You motherfucker.
So wait, so
To make this really inconvenient.
outside the state you're teleporting to, or
If we teleport right outside the state, based on what I've seen before, just get ready to immediately get into it, gang.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling revengey. I don't know about y'all. I am freezing, and I know the saying, "Revenge is dish best served."
Okay, I'll just say that
We'll go back
revenge is gonna come as a 7-course meal because we are not gonna be able to stop for a minute.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna.
Or
use
are
it-
we gonna have any bearing or control over how much we have to fight? I will say that the last time I saw my family estate, it looked pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Yeah, and the last time we were there, we almost all died. And
No, we
that-
never went there. We went to the village.
The village. Okay, so
That
it's
gives you a
not-
little bit of an understanding of that was pretty far from the estate, and that was that bad.
Yeah. I thought we established that minutes ago.
No, I'm trying, guys.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, no, that was pretty far from the estate, and that was how that went. So just know that when we get to the estate, there's a lot of things that didn't look so good the last time I saw it, including like amalgamations of human bodies into giant monsters that might crush us to death. But other than that, all good, all good.
Well, in that case, before we go, I'm going to turn to Versa 3, who, oh, by the way, during that short rest, Alex, she attuned to the Staff of Healing and the dagger that Philly just gave me.
Can we also say that Versa 3.0 is 3 times prettier than normal?
That's
normal.
not possible.
3
That's-
times,
dagger?
and we're like, damn, Versa 3.0.
Which
Blarg!
one did he give you?
The
Would you say?
vampire one.
Okay.
Do
Blarg.
you have different hairstyles, Versa?
Huh?
Do you have different hairstyles from one another, or exact copy mirror image?
Alex,
One
you
to one.
stream the world map.
No, one's prettier, Absent. One's prettier. Can't you see her? Yeah. There's the ugly one, and now
Or
there's the
something.
pretty one.
Yeah.
Roll.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm trying to save the map real quick.
Okay.
So teleporting, where have you decided to teleport? Outside the homestead, or
Well,
I'm looking at my notes from the last time.
let me pull up the map. I'm trying to save this shit.
I would want to teleport us into the woods outside of the actual homestead, outside of the estate itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few places you're familiar with. Just any landmark, or like a bridge in the forest, in the woods, or something with a stream, or whatever you want to come up with. Just
Yes, of course. Coincidentally, to Darius's ass crack, that rock formation right outside of my family estate, named after a celestial being. Wouldn't know which one. But we're definitely gonna go outside of the estate. We're gonna go at least 100 feet from them, from the estate, maybe 150. I don't know, not too far, but far enough.
okay. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to save that map.
I have traversed those woods many a time as my family was beating me senseless. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What?
Nothing to Darius. Nothing.
That-
I
that-
know you don't have anything like this
that's-
on the Celestial Plane.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We just don't talk about it, you know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it happens on the Celestial Plane. It's just not talked about ever.
Yeah.
It'd be real off-putting to your worshiper.
Yeah, it's kind of like if a tree falls, you know.
Yeah. Is there anyone there? Well, maybe, but they'll get their ass beat until they forget about it.
Mac, you can roll a D100 as you cast teleport.
What's it look like, man?
Oh, I start bleeding from my eyes and my ears and my nose. And the blood traces its way down my body to the ground and forms a pentagram. At which each of us is standing, and as Versa 3.0 gets in, it becomes a hexagram. And and then we see if it gets us anywhere. So that's 2 on the first digit dice. That's the second digit. This is the first digit. And then that's 22.
22.
Wait, a 22
Yeah, 22.
out of 100?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah, 22. Very familiar. It would be off target.
All right, well, 22.
Oh, it's not so easy, is it? It's not so easy.
Oh, see, Versa wouldn't know because we're still
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, you're.
We're not in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Or in a den of demons and devils.
Yeah.
I'm bothered over here, god damn it.
Tell me when you're casting the teleport spell.
I cast it.
Right, everybody is stepping in this moment, and immediately you are still off target. But you come to find yourself in the woods as your bodies are kind of shaking around and strewn side to side. You land on your feet, and Versa, you land on your head. Glee, you land on your wrist. But I'll take a moment as the teleportation is.
And I say, God damn it, Versa 3.0. You know, I really like 2.0, but you and your predecessor cannot cast a teleport spell to save your fucking life. And now you're affecting me. And that is an issue. Okay?
That's not how this works. That's not how any of
That
this
is
works.
how it works because you're
You all hear
yourselves.
a large growl off in the woods.
Oh, did you fuck up the teleportation spell?
Oh,
This
I
doesn't
did,
look like
because
that.
do you know
We
where you
landed
are?
in the woods.
Do you know where you are?
Is
Because
this
our
or is
teleport,
this not?
our teleport location was the woods, and do you know where you are? Because we look like we're in woods right now, aren't we?
Is this or is this not where you meant to bring us?
Exactly where I wanted us to be. It's exactly
Inside
where I
track.
wanted us to be.
Both of the verses glance at one another. Glance back at Matt.
No, Versa 3.0 is way more personable. Let's be real. She's way more personable.
Inside. Stop changing this. Can I roll an insight check out?
Hey, sure, you can roll an insight check.
I'll roll a
Good.
deception.
All right.
Natural 19 plus 11, dirty 30.
Natural 19 minus 2, 17.
So Versa,
It's
you
a
get a sense
little
of.
off target. It's a little off target to what I wanted. It's a
That's,
little off
that's
target.
about what not so easy, is it?
Oh no, it's very easy. I mean, we're pretty close to where I wanted us to be. We're not in the mouth of a devil, right, Absent? Right, Absent. Have you? Oh, yeah, Absent. I mean,
He wasn't even there. That was Shamir.
so Mayor talked to all of us about this, and we didn't want to say anything to you, Versa, but we've been rethinking your membership for a while now.
I mean, me and Mac Mac.
What's your next word?
Mac was the step-in, leader of the group for a while. So when I returned, he told me what's going to happen.
Yes, Absent, you can take over the role again now that you're back.
You did such a great job, Mac. I think you should just keep doing it.
I don't know. There's a lot of, verse is a lot to deal with.
It is a lot of politics, a lot of
Yes,
handholding.
I think you're better with that. I can't read people as well, and she's just all over the place.
Where's that growl coming from?
As you're start to look around, you see that like you're in the thick of trees, and there are sounds coming from everywhere. And in front of you is like a larger clearing, about 20 feet from the tree line is like a larger clearing that turns into what looks to be like a disheveled, walking, traveled, road, just made by travel among travel, feet, horse footsteps. And it kind of opens up and clears into that forest. And you can see that not far off is like a large tower structure peeking from atop the treetops. And start to focus in, and Mac, it's very similar to you. You're muted, but
He was yelling.
Sorry, I was screaming at the cats. They're fighting. I don't know. Too late. I was about to say it's fighting like Simba and Mufasa. Honey just fell at least 4 feet to the ground. But
What time of day is it, Alex?
it's like it's extremely overcast, almost in like a magical sense. Like there's a darkness to this forest that isn't completely natural. Hard to tell what time of day it is, but you adjust like the time frames. Like it seems like it's probably nighttime anyway here.
Okay.
Like you are all still in this tree line off to the right side, and this is where it kind of opens up into a path that looks to be probably camped in, and the ground just disturbed by traffic.
yeah, based on my knowledge of my hometown and my place, how far do I think we are from the estate?
You're extremely close.
Damn. And I look at Versa and Versa 3.0 and I say, told you. And then under my breath I say, fucking dumbasses. And I walk forward.
Start to
And I
walk
look at
forward.
Glee and I say, Glee, fucking dumbasses, huh?
As Matt, kind of you walking out into the open here.
No. I don't walk into the open. I let Versa do that.
See if you get an inspo ever again from either one of us. I don't like your attitude. I don't.
Versa just pushes Mac into the opening.
You're pretty expendable.
And Versa 3.0 stomps
Oh,
on
you're so familiar
yeah.
with these words.
The rest of the party just like
Which way?
is seething in this tension
3.0
between
kicks
Versa
up
and Matt.
dust. He's here.
The Prodigal back.
Taliegos, where you? How many people are teleports spell? That's you're able to get Taliegos and Versa 2.0, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do 8 creatures, I think.
All right, cool.
So we could have brought everybody, including Tally.
All right, good. So,
Yeah.
Shadarius, Glee, you see like you're like 20 feet back into this tree line to the right, but you see it opens up and you see this large like tower-like structure poking over the tree line, not too far from you, maybe a few hundred feet. What are you all doing? Is anybody stealthing? You hear all these?
Yeah, please stealthing.
Yeah, I'm stealthing too.
A 30.
Stealth check.
I'm stealthing 3. And I turn on
I'm
my
on
stealth armor.
The verses rolled a 27 and 28.
27, 28. Okay. Titty, give me a stealth check. Unless you're just not trying to be stealthy at all, but you sense that.
Rolled a 9. I mean, I rolled a 5.
for-
I've had disadvantage, -1.
Absent stealth check,
18.
18.
And for Mac, I got a 16, but I didn't. The armor doesn't work on D&D Beyond or like the same as it does, so it's 21.
21. All right, hell yeah. So, not everybody is extremely stealthy, but Tadarius is able to be quieted down with the help of Glee. And as you all kind of like hunker down in the woods here, trying to be as quiet as possible, Tally is kind of like fluttering there. You start to see, like through the clearing, you start to see a large amount of creatures just like roaming, almost like guard pace footsteps, dipping between the tree line in the distance, and you see it opens up, and Mac, you determine that like this is like right outside your homestead. The vision you've seen starts to flash before your eyes, and you can see that there is like this dome-like magical structure around that entire area in the distance. You can all see it start flickering, like if it was a barrier. If you touched it, something would not be able to pass through it.
Guess I'll try to use my mage hand cantrip and try to push through, like make it appear, and then try to see if it stops against the wall. If there, whatever the shimmer is.
It looks a little closer. You probably have to get like 100. You probably have to just cross this area right here, and then like about 50 feet into the woods, it opens up, and that's where it seems like the barrier is.
Okay. What's the plan, gang?
Glee, you're really talking out of turn here. I mean, where's Donnie?
He won't be back for until tomorrow. I can feel him fall.
Your bone cancer cannot show itself today. Your blood cancer, sorry.
Glee's just packing up clots left and right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, anybody pushing forward?
guys, I'm gonna ask the group. Do you want me to walk forward? Aspen, you, Mister
Like,
Stoutly
the trees are
Dragon.
probably like 20
Yeah.
feet tall. It opens up to a skyline of just darkness. You don't see anything flying overhead as you're stealth here, but yeah, who's pushing forward? Anybody trying or going across
I'll
this
shadow
area? Right here?
whoever, if anybody pushes.
What we're playing.
Oh, is Ursa even here? Oh, never mind.
I don't know. I'm just saying, City's starting to move forward.
Yeah, I'll just walk forward on Tally.
Okay, just kind of eerily creeping forward here.
And I'm gonna Aspen, come with me.
Absent, you're gonna walk with Titty.
Yeah.
All right, so you just both start kind of like walking through this area.
Glee's gonna move in parallel with him, but stealthing, so he can use like his sight and hearing to try to look for anybody invisible or anything going on, but kind of be, like nonchalant while he's doing it. So
give me a perception check. Nothing. You don't hear anything. Like as you get closer to the wall, the magical wall that's like right over across this, the sound like dampens. Like you start to not be able to hear or see as well. Still no disadvantage though, Glee, on that.
okay, all right, so an 18, 23.
23. Okay, you get a sense that like this area has been deserted and the ground here is like hard. Like all of the roots and rocks have not been moved in a while. The traffic has like almost set in stone and not been eroded away yet. This area seems to be safe at the moment. You don't hear any sounds. Most of the growls and sounds you hear are coming from the like the homestead in front of you where the tower structure is.
Okay.
Moving along.
Okay.
Absent moving along.
I won't signal or anything. I'll just keep following them right now.
Okay. Maybe an absent get across here. Go ahead and give me one more stealth check, Titty and Absent and Glee. Glee's following.
Let's,
Mac, are you staying put?
I'll stay with Versa and Versa 3.0 because I know they don't really understand magic, you know? And so you need someone there who has kind of a basic understanding of what's occurring.
Sounds logical.
What'd you get, Titty?
4.
Absent? Chance frozen?
Yeah. It's like, dang, battery's really good at holding that position.
Teddy, you're making a bunch of sound like
basically,
creaking.
Mac is in a really rough position right here with a bunch of, magic casters that have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, sorry, Alex.
Teddy, you're creeping along. You start to make a bunch of sound as he gets closer. Oops, sorry. Let me admit Chance real quick.
No.
I'm gonna ready polymorph.
As you get closer to the wall, Tedarius, you hear like this large snap, like almost like a finger snack echo, like into your mind. And you can see that the wall moves right towards you, and all of the creatures in there look towards you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yep.
I bet the
Absent, what'd you get on your stealth?
25.
Okay, 25.
I rolled a natural 20
Definitely.
with my bonuses. I rolled a 33.
Holy
God.
shit.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
I see
well,
Obedient Beyond. I see that shit.
as your mind snaps out of this pushed force into your mind, your vision clears and you just like keep walking with Absent there into the woods. Glee, you're following.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need you to make another, or no, what was your second stealth check?
It was a 30 again. It was under a 10, so it went up to
Easy
10.
enough. So the three of you disappear into this tree line, and you can see into like it's a clear kind of magical dome. You can see into it, and you see it opens up into like what looks to be like a farmed homestead with a large farmhouse and a large manor house in the distance on the opposite side of you. And you can see that there's a large, like what looks to be like a bell tower kind of in the portion closer to you. There are a smattering of skeletal creatures, armed and armored, as well as hulking beasts that are lingering just on patrol. You see the large Caro hulks you saw in the mirror, those bat-like creatures with the long legs stalking and preying around. Every now and then a swarm of bats just flies through the area. You can see like this glee. You can see like this glow coming from the top of the bell tower.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers.
There's a small window up there.
Whoa.
You're making your way.
Dude, Alex, do you see any
Mac,
other?
I'm gonna pull up that map.
Okay, sweet.
Good girl.
Like I said, I'm ready.
And if we're doing that, can we take a quick break, Alex?
Yeah, we're gonna. Chance has to go in a little bit anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up here in a second. We're gonna get into this thing next.
Lewis,
Hey, pull his map up.
I'll kill this cat if you need me to, Alex. I mean, he's
Hey, do what you have to do, bro. Don't let me stop
cut up
you.
nipples, bro. He's hanging on the shoulders. It's intense.
So you're kind of here on the southern wall, but you see Max kind of like, central homestead. You see these buildings are just ramshackle at this point. The ground is just like torn, and really the trees are all fucked up. It's all just in dismal disarray as these creatures are stalking the grounds. But yeah, the big farmhouse right here, big manor house right here, and then big bell tower. You see, Glee. You like I said, you see this now. You're on the outskirts of this dome, so you're at the southern portion right now. You could move to anything, anywhere around it. These creatures don't seem to be, in tune to you at the moment with your stealth checks and your saves from the spell around the thing.
So I guess I'll watch and see what the other guys are doing, but Glee will go over to them, and if they're just standing there, he'll just go whisper to them that he's going to run back and let the rest of the group know. So I don't think we have telepathic bond up.
No.
Okay.
I never.
Glee.
You're right. No.
Glee tiptoes back into Versa and Mac. And
Maybe
Versa
you're right. Does anybody? You're right. Maybe it'd be good for me to just sneak around really quick to get lay of the land.
Yeah, I mean, you've successfully traversed that path already. So, I mean, if you want to take a few minutes, Glee, you can just tiptoe kind of back towards the Versa and Mac if you want. Just let them know what's going on.
Yeah, because we have to deal with the barrier potentially anyway and stuff. So yeah, he'd go back and just tell them all about what's going on.
Titty and absent, go back. Like Titty and absent. In your face is like the force field. It's like an unpassable looking force field. You haven't touched it, but it's glowing in your face. You're staring into this portrait right here. Glee returns Versa Mac Versa 3.0.
All right. So it looks like there's a light up in the tower, and it looks like also there are a ton of creatures, undead, surrounding it. So what's our plan of action with the barrier?
Information. Yeah, he's ready.
And should we also potentially, summon our large bat friend, or see if it's even possible? I mean, that's up to you.
That was a boon that would only work when you completed the blood room ritual.
Yep.
You haven't been granted any of those boons yet.
Yeah, Max ready enters transformation. So
okay.
Okay.
He's going full god mode, Killua,
Are we just gonna try and kill everything, or are we gonna try and get to the tower? What's the end game here, Matt?
It's too late. I'm already readying my spell. I say Oonga Boonga to Versa.
Oonga.
Yeah, I say I'm going to kill everything towards that tower, and we can figure it out after we do that.
Okay.
Wow, Matt. I've never seen you so passionate. I guess you really don't want them.
No, I want my vineyards to be clear. I love farming. I love animals. And my crops are fucked. My animals are dead or undead. This is a terrible time, Lee. This is a terrible time.
Seems like a good time to me.
Yeah.
Lee just puts his glove mask down, pulls out his daggers, and gets ready.
I'm glad. Guam is the only one I think that can really face this with me.
Just no response.
All right, so we'll say you all on the barrier of the dome.
Yeah, we're on the barrier.
Versa 3.0, sneak up, Max sneaks up, the Glee sneaks back up.
Glum.
Got homework ready.
Mhm.
Glee is
Yeah.
split personality, not even there right now.
Lee's no longer in the building.
There seems to be only one way to get through the barrier that Mac might know of.
Yep, we need to drink the wine. It's all right, everybody. We can split the wine.
Hell yeah! What a delicacy.
Yeah, it just might cost us a little bit of health to walk through the barrier without drinking the whole bottle, but it's okay. Who cares? We're all fine. We're all fine. As I drink my entire bottle and then give them the other two that we have, and say, split that up how you will."
All right, Mac, where are you walking through at, Mac? I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to do it circled somewhere.
Oh, where were we, Alex? Like,
I got the southern wall, like the bottom wall.
yeah, I would walk up then, just from the southern aspect, like directly.
Right.
Yeah, like right there is fine, honestly.
Just straight up. Okay, all right.
But my other compatriots, I would say, split this among yourselves, friends, as I drink an entire bottle to myself.
Okay, you split the bottles amongst yourself, gang? Or...
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
But
You go,
we might wanna
just chug. Go ahead.
give 3.0. They'd be like, should we give 3.0 a bottle? And then, I mean, I'll just take the damage if we must. Or take a small
No,
sip
Glee,
from the one
you'll
bottle.
incinerate yourself if you walk through the barrier without drinking anything.
No, I was going to just have a small sip from the one bottle, even if we have to take the shots to stop Versa 3.0 from taking the damage.
Well, Glee, I'll see what's left of you on the other side, and I walk through the barrier.
All right, yeah, sorry, Versa 3.0. And I just
Glee, what do you do? Drink the whole bottle?
no, I stopped.
I say,
and just walked through.
Jesus.
Yeah, I just drank half. Or, I don't know how we're going to split
I don't know,
all this
Glee. Y'all split it up how you want.
up. You do.
Max already
We'd have
he
some
chugged
for
the bottle,
it.
threw it on the ground, and walked behind it.
Yeah, and said, y'all split it up how you will. Bye.
All right, everybody else has to split these bottles. And I'll tell you this, no matter how you split them, the process won't work fully, and to cross this border, you will take damage.
Boom.
Unless somebody wants to drink a whole bottle.
Because we can only drink 2/5 apiece of the bottle.
Yeah, and that will not work.
Yeah, and we never went to the basement and got that other bottle or the cellar. So we have 3 in total, not 4.
Well, the cellar is, about 90 feet
Not
from you, below you, Mac.
Oh yeah, no, I know. We just never went to it. I remember. Don't you worry, Alex. I remember.
All right.
But we never went to it, so we only have 3 bottles, and Mac's gonna drink an entire bottle if it's.
Yeah.
It's like 90 feet below us.
So
Glee
is everybody?
sprinting to go look for a bottle? I don't know if Mac told him that, because Glee could get there and back.
I mean, Mac told everybody that we need to go to my estate and get the other bottle. That is something like meta that we talked about before, because we talked about the cellar.
We did talk about the bottle. You're right.
And then we figured it out. Yeah, so we all know that it's in the cellar in my estate because we talked about that. But whether or not we can get there was the story,
It's the barrier, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the dilemma is the other bottle is in the room that you need to cross through.
All right,
Now,
so Alex, I'll say I drink 2/3 of it and I hand 1/3 to Versa 3.0. Okay. And I say, you're one of the ones I want to keep alive.
all right, so everybody is sharing the bottles.
And not Versa.
All right, so is everybody else walking through as they sip the rest of the shared
Mm-hmm.
bottles?
I
Yeah.
guess.
I'll give you time to like if you want to come in somewhere else on the map, like you could skirt around real quick and like come in on any of these sides or whatever. If you want to like pick a little.
I say Versa, you can come wherever you want. Okay. Make sure we're on the same map.
And honestly, we'll give you some time to think about that. We'll pick up next session for this battle to go find Mac's dad. This army of fucking undead spawn is where we'll pick up next time.
He'll be in a chair somewhere.
Yeah, we know where he'll be. Seated, dick out, binoculars on.
Yeah. Even if he's a desiccated corpse at that point, it'll be, dick out, binoculars on, sitting in a chair.
Smile.
Yes,
Bitch up, smile.
Dude, that would be wild.
How'd I get these scores?
with a V for Vendetta mask on, you know.
Guy Fawkes mask. Yeah, sick.
He's definitely wearing a super hero costume of sorts.
Oh, a super gimp suit? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, leather plus
But
2.
leather, chains, and metal.
Leather plus 2.
A simp suit?
He is proficient in light armor. For you.
Efficiency in tying knots.
Yeah, literally.
Dude, all I gotta say is just, you know,
He's like,
it's
this is a
cool,
fisherman's
Lucas.
knot. Fishing for what, bud? Like,
Dude, what about the fact Lucas, you know, trusted Claim, thought he was his best friend, and Claim got him during